49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 180! 21.
Hey, alert three. Watch the edge. Alert flare.
White.
Check.
I got you.
I need one over here.
Stay hot.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Hey,
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Garoppolo looks to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Here we go.
Kill. Turn.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he slings one that's incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards there and a Niner first. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And some room to work. The end result, 20.
Called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Clay Matthews adding another sack to his impressive NFL resume. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Good work, let's go. Let's go.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play. We see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now gone. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking to go back to Cooks one more time, and now it's 2nd down.
Value one.
29 is Mike 29. I'm coming.
Back to throw. Gone. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
That one good for 37 yards.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Double up. He's coming, double up. Hatch it. Watch
One, Omaha.
the twins. Hey, switch gears.
49, check 49.
Once again, they run with Breen on 1st down. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180. Black. One, Omaha.
Check 26.
Hey, check Mike. Hey, go.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Check Mike 39.
Hey, pick your game up.
Hey, Chavo. Check Mike 39.
I got you.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
After the interception, here's Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Goff. He gets it to Cooks. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
To throw is Goff. And they're going to get him taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. DeForest Buckner gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Goff now looking to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down.
180.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, 34 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Here we go. 180.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
Fresno. Check. Lucky. 12, fellas. Here we go. 12, fellas. Here we go. Hey, Orbit. Check Mike 39. Check. I got you. Woo-hoo.
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
21. 13.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Buzz. Hey, gun. Check Mike 39. Let's get the ball.
Garoppolo on first down. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
11.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, exit. Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Man, I got you.
11. Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. He's tired of me. I got you. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. The Sanders has got it complete. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points.
Here we go.
You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now.
21.
25, check 25, check 25.
Hey, high 7.
Check Mike 39, check Mike 39.
Hey, gun.
Hey, check Mike 39, check that hunt.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Slam, slam, slam. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Lock, lock, lock. Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Let's go, tackle. Let's go.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. This one complete to Coleman. 7 yards on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. There's Garoppolo to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here we go. Like 20. 11, 11, 11, 11.
You go
12, 12.
Watch twins.
21, 21.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. This is caught. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, as the first half is winding down. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have it.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Nick Bosa showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Getting the sack to 227-pound linebacker Quan Alexander.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
Mike's 47.
Now you run.
Watch the run.
Goff now looks to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Tavarius Moore. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Jim. Check. Crunch. Dude.
White.
Dude. Check 9.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Check Mike 39. Hey, get in the weight room.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter.
12.
Slam. Shoot.
After the sack on 1st down, Garoppolo, and he whips that one incomplete there. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
You can't block me.
Go. Hey, gun.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald. Able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A good job defensively there on Gurley as they hold him to only a yard. It's 2nd down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Goff now to throw. Airing it out deep for Woods. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Now Goff. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett. Trying to get it to Woods.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
Here we go.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
1st down San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Here we go. Here we go. Like 80.
Hey, check.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
6 man.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here we go. Here we go.
Ball
Here
on
we
the
go.
42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
2.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. They'll set up a screen for Breida. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
12. Hey, Echo. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. I got this.
Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, if you're going to pass on 3rd and 1, you better get a first down if you complete it. They completed it, but no gain.
The aiming point has to be beyond the first down marker where you throw the ball. 3rd and 1, you can't have anything that's even close to the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you run the risk of what we just saw there, not getting the first down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Hey, gun.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Goodwin able to haul it in. Garoppolo, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. This is Coleman with a grab. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check Mike 39. I got this. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 39.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. There goes a deep ball. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman, 31 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 30, 10, touchdown LA. Todd Gurley, 77 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter, and don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. Zerline good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
65. Get that ball. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Man open. It's Goodwin. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth-quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you've got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Garoppolo now. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Here we go.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Check Mike 39. Watch the run.
Garoppolo again. That's caught, and again it's Goodwin. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Ready?
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively, kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Completes it to Coleman. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown of the night. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone.
So where'd all that running room that he had?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
180. 13. 13.
On first down, here's Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on second and 14.
He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. Six.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
A gain of 15 yards. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal.
11. Hey, Foxtrot.
54. Mike 54.
Know your job.
To throw is Garoppolo. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. One last throw here for Goff. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to... So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
ST. Wrong reasons, trying to get my number retired.